Have you ever felt like you had to hide a part of yourself just to fit into where you thought you needed to be? Have you? For me, I grew up very Christian. I grew up in the South. Um, we went to church most days that we didn't. Somebody was always praying for someone. We were always praying for someone every time somebody quoted the Bible. But if you're LGBT or adjacent, you know how you can feel a little conflict about that. Right? You know how it feels to show up in spaces where you can't fully be yourself. You can't fully show up. Sometimes you may feel judged, you may feel condemned. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You could be the choir director at the church, leading praise and worship. You could be a parishioner, paying your tithes and offering to the building fund. Building still look the same 10 years later. And they want to condemn you because of who you are. If you said it out loud in the church who you are, in some churches, not all, would it make you feel like you have to hide a part of yourself? At first, for me, I felt judged, honestly, because not really because I was gay or LGBT. It was really first because I had a child out of wedlock. And if you want to hear about that, I can link that in the description. I did another video on that. So I first felt condemned because I went to church. Well, honey, you couldn't even, women couldn't wear pants. Pentecostal church, honey, at that time, you could not wear pants in the church as a woman. So for you to have a baby, that was a whole different thing, right? So at that point, I was already done with feeling like I needed to live by these things, right? And it really sent me down a path of learning about, of course, about how to be a parent and all of those things, but also about different cultures, how they lived, what they believed. We're taught like, okay, this is the only one religion. All the other ones are not for you. They're going to the other place, to that place. So here I was trying to live my life under this book that was thousands of years ago old that really was put together by a Roman emperor. We don't even want to talk about that. By a Roman emperor that wanted to control things. So once I started to learn about different things, once I understood the history of the Bible, it was, to me, it was more about control and more than anything else. So it couldn't control me at that point. So I felt it free to explore. And if you are an LGBT person and you are feeling condemned and confused or uncertain, I would say do some research. If you're condemned and feeling that way because of Christianity, because of the Bible, definitely do some research on it. Um, because even if, and this is a big if we're all imperfect, we all sin. The pastor can sin, your husband can sin, your woman can lie, you can overeat, gluttony, you can get your ears pierced. If we all can sin, why is it okay to just like discriminate against the gays? Why is that okay? And to be clear, I do not believe that being who I am is a sin. I do not believe that God, the universe, would make me this way to be a sin. I feel more sinful like when I lie or something. If I tell a lie, I'm like, girl, now you know. If I do something like that, then I feel that way, but not for who I am. And I don't want you to feel that way either. I don't want you to feel that way. Um, And don't internalize that shame, that guilt, that judgment. Child, we done probably did enough for everybody. So if you want to be in a church, be in a church. If you're LGBT, if you're gay, or if you're curious, if you're thinking about it, if you want to be in the church, be in the church. If you want to listen to and learn different things, there's some good things that I feel like that come out of the Bible. Some of them, not so much. Slavery, murder, suicide, all the things. What I don't think it was suicide. I don't know. But some of the things are not good. Some of the things are not good. So if you want to take things that resonate with you, then do that. But don't let anyone tell you who you are is wrong because we're made the way that we are for a reason. So don't feel bad for who you are. If this made you think about yourself, your friends, your family, your coworkers, society as a general, let me know in the comments. I don't know. Some people ain't gonna like this. I don't really care. But if you do, if this content is for you, if this resonated with you and you want to hear more talks about it, maybe we just scratching the surface. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think. Until next time, y'all. Bye, y'all.